Commendations are still pouring in for President Bola Tinubu's administration for unifying the Naira exchange rate. This time around is the African Development Bank describing the president's decision as a breath of fresh air and transparency into the forex market. The financial institution's president, Dr. Akim Adesina, gave his recommendation in Abuja at the second edition of the Nigerian Employers Summit. Dr. Adesina said the unification of the exchange rates management system is an important reform by the new administration that will enhance transparency in the allocation. The theme of the summit is trade and non-oil, changing the narratives for rapid national development. Staying with that, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has issued 4 executive orders, which includes a review of the 2023 Finance Act, suspension of the 5% excise tax on telecommunication service. On our flagship business show, Business Nigeria, a partner at PricewaterhouseCoopers, Esiri Agbeyi, applauded the president's action, saying this is a step in the right direction.
For taxpayers to first understand the implication of the amendments that have been put out there, but then also to prepare. One of the fundamentals that we had set out in the tax policy, which was collaboratively built, for our nation, is that we should have some transition period for taxes that are introduced. The transition period is important because you have a lot of businesses that then have to make changes on the back of that to comply. It also gives room for the taxing authorities to probably set up their systems to collect those taxes, to administer them. And then in terms of the interpretations that may be required, because sometimes when drafting tax laws or drafting policies that need to come out, if you haven't properly engaged your stakeholder market, you stand the chance of having a lot of gray areas that may be left unanswered and questions that you haven't thought about at the time those draftings are happening. And the truth is, whether we like it or not, there's no one man that's an island by himself. A lot of brain power goes into drafting properly effective policies.